Dante Alighieri was a major Italian poet of the late Middle Ages. His Divine Comedy is considered the greatest literary work written in Italian and is a masterpiece of world literature. He's been called the father of the Italian language and one of the greatest poets of all time. In Italy, he is referred to as Il Sommo Poeta, or the Supreme Poet. Around the year 1285, Dante married a woman in an arranged marriage, although he remained in love with another woman, Beatrice, and he continued to love her even after she suddenly died in the year 1290. The Divine Comedy took 18 years for Dante to write, and he finished it only 1 year before he died. It is divided into 3 parts: Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso. The poem describes Dante's travels through hell, purgatory, and paradise or heaven, but at a deeper level, it represents the soul's journey towards God. We are going to focus on the Inferno today.
Inferno starts with Dante traveling through a dark wood. His path to the top of the mountain is blocked by 3 beasts, a leopard, a lion, and a she-wolf. Returning to the dark wood, he encounters the ghost of Virgil, the great Roman poet, who has come to guide Dante to the top of the mountain. Virgil says that their path will take them through hell and that they will eventually reach heaven, where Dante's beloved Beatrice awaits. In fact, she's the one who asked Virgil to guide Dante through hell. Hell is broken up into 9 circles, representing a gradual increase in wickedness. The sinners of each circle are punished for eternity in a fashion fitting their crimes. They arrive at the first circle of hell, Limbo, that houses pagans, including Virgil and many other great writers and poets who died without knowing of Christ. Dante continues into the second circle of hell, the circle of lust. Inside the second circle, Dante watches as the soul of the lustful swirl about in a terrible storm. In the third circle of hell, the gluttonous lie in mud, filth, and excrement. In the fourth circle of hell, Dante and Virgil see the souls of people who are punished for greed. Here, Dante sees many clergymen, including cardinals and popes. The fifth circle of hell is where the wrathful and angry are punished for their sins. This circle contains the river Styx. When reaching the sixth circle of hell, Dante and Virgil see heretics who are condemned to eternity in flaming tombs. Here, Dante sees other notable historical figures, including a few philosophers, a Roman emperor, and a pope.
A deep valley leads into the first ring of the 7th circle of hell, where those who are violent towards others spend eternity in a river of boiling blood. The second ring of the 7th circle of hell is where they encounter those who are violent towards themselves and committed suicide. They also find those who are violent towards God and those who are violent towards art.
The 8th circle of hell is resided by the fraudulent. The people here are panders, seducers, sorcerers, and false prophets, corrupt politicians, evil counselors and advisors, divisive individuals, and other various liars such as alchemists and counterfeits. Virgil and Dante proceed to the 9th circle of hell, which leads to a massive drop to a great frozen lake. Here, those who betrayed their kin stand frozen up to their necks in the lake's ice. Those who betrayed their country and party stand frozen up to their heads. They also see the 3-headed giant Lucifer plunged waist deep into the ice. Each of Lucifer's mouths chews one of history's 3 greatest sinners: Judas, the betrayer of Christ, and Cassius and Brutus, the betrayers of Julius Caesar. Virgil leads Dante on a climb down Lucifer's massive form. Eventually, the poets reach the Lethe, the river of forgetfulness, and travel from there out of hell and back onto earth. They emerge from hell on Easter morning just before sunrise.
And this was meant to be a comedy? Well, it isn't meant to be funny, per se. The title The Comedy is appropriate in 2 ways. First, the poem is written in an Italian dialect, which was considered appropriate only for a comedy, because usually poetic works were written in Latin. Writing in a colloquial language means that this poem was accessible to everyone, not just scholars who spoke Latin, and hence the reason why Dante was considered one of the fathers of the Italian language. Second, the plot mirrors the flow of a classical comedy, progressing from the horrors of hell to the joys of heaven, meaning it had a happy ending. Critics spanning nearly 7 centuries have praised the Inferno's poetic beauty and compass, virtually unmatched by any other medieval poem. Inferno and the Divine Comedy deal with one of the greatest questions of humanity, one that we've talked a lot about in this class. the existence of an afterlife and the consequences of our lives on Earth.